Welcome class. Today what we're going to be talking about is what we do with books. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's brainstorm. What do we do with books? Anyone? Yeah, David.
You can read them.
We can read them. That is definitely one thing that we got to think about. I mean, that's what I call stuff with books, right? Yeah, Tristan. Yeah, you can learn from books, whether it be like a textbook or a non-fiction book, or maybe even just like a fiction book. A lot of times there's a lot of lessons to be learned from that. Yeah, Courtney.
You can imagine or picture a movie in your mind.
Ooh, so imagine the story.
Yeah.
I like that. Imagine the story. I like that though. It's like a movie. Anyone else? You got anything else?
No.
What about writing in books? Have you guys ever written in books before? And like a workbook? Yeah.
What if that read a book?
I mean, you might think so, right? I think a lot of times that's what we think when we're younger, is that we're not supposed to write in books. So that's actually what we're going to talk about today, writing in books. So that's called annotating. You guys ever heard that word before? No. So today we're going to talk about annotating. And that's when you write notes in a text or in books to make comments on things or to explain ideas. So a lot of times you might annotate like an article you've read. Like, have you guys read articles for school? Or you might annotate like in a novel, just different ideas. And a lot of things that are annotations in fiction works are connections. What do you guys think of when you think of the word connection? Yeah. David.
Cell phone.
Cell phone, that's a good one. But Courtney. Ooh, communicating. Anyone else? Yeah, David.
Like if you hear something like on the news or something,
Mm-hmm.
then you read something, you can connect it.
Yeah, let me connect two things. Yeah, Tristan, do you have something? So I liked what Damien said about a cell phone. I'm going to let you know about that in a minute. So there's three kinds of connections we're going to learn about today. You have text to self, text to text, and text to world. And the reason I like the cell phone idea is because what do you do with a cell phone?
Text.
Yeah, so that's one way we can remember that. But we're going to give you another way to remember it. We're going to do something with our hands. So let's shake them out, shake them up, shake them down, shake them more. Okay. So whenever we say text, we're going to open a book, open our hands like a book. Yeah. And then when we say self, we're going to do two thumbs on us. So text to self, and then we're going to do text to text, and then text, and then we're going to make a big circle like the world, okay? So we're going to go text to self, text to text, and text to world. Because the world's pretty broad. So you guys want to say that with me?
Yeah.
Okay. We got text to self, text to text, and text to world. Yeah, good job. So let's think of some examples of these things. So what do we think text to self is? David?
But you read something in a book and it has the same characteristics as you know, it's explaining.
Yeah, for sure. So Tristan, give me an example of that. So something for you.
You're writing my phone,
Yeah.
and I see it in a book.
So yeah, maybe you can make a note about that in the margins of the book and be like, oh, I like to ride my bike, and so does this character. And that will help you understand the book a little bit more. So let's think about text to text. Any ideas on that one? Yeah.
Maybe you could connect two books together.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are reading the Westing game right now, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's a mystery book. And one of my favorite books growing up was Nancy Drew. So another mystery book. So let's think you guys are reading Nancy Drew and you think, oh, this part of the mystery reminds me just like the Westing game. So maybe you can take your pencil, or maybe I like to use colored pens so I can see different kinds of connections. And so you take that and you write in your book, oh, this part of the mystery reminds me of the Westing game. So then let's say you're taking a test on Nancy Drew, and then that part of the book comes up on the test. It'll help you remember the fact that that part of the book reminded you of the Westing game. So when you're just making those connections in your head, it's going to help you understand a lot deeper. And so let's think text to world. Any ideas there? David kind of touched on it earlier. Anyone? Damien, what do you think?
It's where you kind of read something in a book that's about the world.
Yeah.
The world.
For sure. So let's say you hear something on the news, or you learn about something in social studies class, or maybe your parents are talking about something that's going on, and you read something that's similar to it in a fiction book, or maybe you like reading nonfiction books. Like I know David likes to read sports books, right, David?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then something in a fiction book relates to that. That can be text to world. So you're making a connection with real life things that are happening in the world today. And that is really good because it kind of expands your brain and really engages you with what you're reading. So thank you guys. You guys have a nice day.